before you even start looking at a brand, you need to look at your budget. How much money are you willing to invest into a franchise business so that you can become an entrepreneur, maybe for the first time and maybe for the third time? How much money are you willing to invest? And once you define that, once you have that budget, then you can go back and see which brands can you afford. Because some brands you may need as little investment as $250,000, and there's some brands that you might need $1.5 million. And so for you to narrow which brands are you going to be looking at, you need to have defined how much are you willing to invest, and if you are going to be borrowing some money, how much access to capital do you have, so that you can then see the range of brands that you can be looking at before you even start. Because the last thing you want to do is be looking at something that looks really nice and you cannot afford it. Or worse yet, that you push yourself to the limits and then you find yourself in a situation where you don't have enough cash to be able to even open the business. So make sure that you first define quite clearly what can you afford and how much are you willing to risk in this business, because at the end of the day, it's still a risk. Something else that you need to inquire is, in terms of viability, is, are there any hidden costs that you may not be aware of? Are there any costs that you were not aware of that you need to invest in initially? Or are there any other costs that you may need to invest in the future? Some franchises have 3, 4, 5, 10-year clauses on investments that need to be made, either in remodeling or technology. So make sure that you inquire about all the potential current and future costs that you want to be able to consider when you're making your plans and your financial projections, to make sure that this brand is viable for you.